there's the reason to why I was not online for the past 5 days. In case you guys haven't seen the tweet, Koyori-chan and Toa Senpai came to Indonesia! Wow! And I had the honors of being their tour guide, and they're the first JP talents to ever visit Indonesia. Like, I wouldn't say that they're the first talents to visit because, we've had Kiara, Crony, we've had Mori. I remember Lam Sensei came to play. Yeah, Shinri Haka, right, I forgot. Oh yeah, Axel also visited. Yeah, I remember. And so I started planning, and midway planning, Koyori said, you know what? It's going to be my first time. I think I'm going to try and bring someone to accompany me. And that person turned out to be Toa Senpai. And so she invited Toa Senpai. And from there, I also asked her, Toa Senpai, what is it that you want to do in Indonesia? And she was like, I want to see the culture. I want to see a lot of things. I want to see the aquarium too. I think that'll be really, really fun. Food would be really, really nice. And I asked them both, are you guys okay with spicy food? Well, there's a lot of spicy food in Indonesia, and it's not Indonesia without spicy food, so I really need to know. But what I remembered was, Koyori herself said, I'm not too good with spicy, but I'll try. I'll be adventurous. And Toa's like, yeah, I'm good with a tiny level of spicy, but not too spicy. Like, very, very tiny amount, like 1%, But I may misremember. Tiny bit of Indo spices there, Gekikara. Ba-bam. I did make this. That's so cute, ne? Anyways, I made them this itinerary, and as you guys can see, there's already like time schedules and everything. Sasuga Ollie. I also made a Japanese one, obviously, because I want them to understand where we're going, whatnot. Yeah, but anyways, we arrived at the spa. The first thing we did when we did arrive was that we all went to piss together. It was romantic. But yeah, I told them that Indonesia have like really good spa. I wanted them to experience like the full package spa, with the sauna, with the jacuzzi, with the baths, with the body scrubs and everything. But unfortunately, we were really tight on time because of traffic. We had to cut our spa experiences, and it just turned into an oil massage. If only, Koyotoa, I promise next spa would be better. No. Womp, 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 womp. Yeah. What makes this dinner special is because it's Indonesian food, but served as fine dining gastronomy. There's this gastronomy restaurant called Namaaz. Namaaz dining. It's just new experiences every single time. Yeah, it's a 15-course gastronomy fine dining. I know it's a lot. I know it's expensive. But it's worth every single visit. I promise you. 1,500,000 ya. So in Japanese yen, that would be about 15,000 per person. 15,000 yen. Siapa yang bayar? Ollie lah. And that's where we also met Muna Senpai because like di Namaaz ini ada banyak signaturenya mereka yang kayak dijual terpisah gitu loh. Like they have the A5 Wagyu rendang. They also had like the white chocolate caviar, and they also had the no alcohol wine omakase. I ordered every single one. So here are some of the food that Muna took pictures of. So for example, this. Do you guys maybe know what this is? Kira-kira kalian tahu nggak ini apa? Hihihihi. So this is carpaccio. At least we thought it was carpaccio. Turns out, this is watermelon. But, it was so good. It low-key looks and kind of has the texture of a carpaccio, but it also has like that watermelon crunch and like watermelon taste. It's kind of like dried watermelon, but not really. They told me was that what they would do is that they would slice a very thin layer of watermelon, and they would dry it for 15 hours, and then they would soak it into watermelon juice so that it would still have like that watermelon taste. This was our second appetizer. The first appetizer that we had was like a smoked butter shrimp taco, which was really, really nice. Yeah, and here's one of our favorites. Oh man, this is so cool. This is me and Kobo's favorite. Kalian tahu cobek kan ya? You guys know when you want to grind like a bunch of herbs, or when you want to grind for like medicine? That's what we have here. We have like a grinder. So you see, there's sambal, but you can actually eat. It's amazing. I think this is like the most well thought dish they had. What you need to do is that you need to grind the sambal in the middle, and then you eat the grinder. It's edible grinder. Yeah. Isn't it just so fun? Itu yang roti dibentuk ya? Ini bukan roti. Ini nasi liwet apa ya? That's rice, guys. That's like fried rice. Like not nasi goreng ya, but fries that they shape, and they put like chicken inside. They put like a bunch of stuffs within the rice, and then they fry it. And then how you eat it is that you just combine it with the sambar. Koyo-chan to Toa-chan wa yappa chotto karai kana? So they just ended up eating the grinder only, and then they gave the sambal to Kobo. And then there's this. This is the A5 Wagyu. When I say it melts in your mouth, I mean it. So there's 3 ways you can eat this. One is that you could eat the Wagyu as is with salt and pepper, because sometimes simple is better. Or you could use like that little brown powder to give it like that little rendang taste. Or you could also mix everything up. You see how there's like an egg yolk, and there's also like a bunch of santan, like a bunch of coconut milk around the plate. So if you mix it up, it tastes like an actual rendang with the texture and everything.